why is this so important? For the year 2030, 2050, many of the current ongoing transitions will become more and more tangible. You will see that in the following 5 years. I think the main idea behind futurism, I believe that self-education is the best path of prevention to take action now so that we can create a new foundation to, face the future as it comes in the best way we can, with the best of our abilities and capacities. And all of this will happen because you have achieved a necessary level of mastery of solopreneurship and bootstrapping. From that ground, your capacity to collaborate with others, to develop projects, to take responsibility and ownership of the future will be completely different. There is so much to do that can be done, for which you need maybe a new skill set, maybe a new mindset, maybe new body strength, maybe new tools, maybe new experiences, and the time to learn. With all the transitions that we see coming in the world, we know that we will need to upgrade ourselves. If you're looking at the future today, and you think about the challenges that you need to face, there are many challenges, they're coming, and there is so much to learn, to grow, and progress is an experience of every day. But then what it is there in your heart? What is that question, that space that you can explore and grow with? Solopreneurship and bootstrapping. What is the difference between engaging as a self-employed, providing your services, selling your time, running a startup, or working as an employee in a company, let's say corporate? And what is different when you work as a solopreneur, when you generate diverse income streams, multiple income streams as a solopreneur? In my experience, and I didn't plan my life to be that way, but I was following the milestones of my life, and the challenges brought me to some clarity and opportunities to grow. And through those challenges, and I've been sharing my videos about many of those, I developed a number of skills that today create a foundation of all the skill set that you need to develop a business by yourself. In a normal business, you need a number of people, 3, 4, 5, with expertise in some areas necessary for business development. What if you can develop those abilities, acquire that knowledge, train those skills, and complete that set of skills by yourself? What kind of freedom that create for you? In my case, it created many freedoms. I did, through my entrepreneurial activities, self-found my own research, and I think that's wonderful because I could choose what did I want to learn, to explore. I could pay my journeys. I was traveling as a nomad since the year 1997. I could pay my education. To invest in self-education was probably the best things I ever did. I could choose what I wanted to learn, the places I wanted to be, the people I wanted to meet, the projects, the purpose I will bring into my business. And I will be able to do this and share with others my skills, my knowledge, just because I could take over challenges by counting with my own personal resources, my experience, my skills, my knowledge, the tools I learned to use. Basically, the solopreneurship and bootstrapping capacity. And in this journey of solopreneurship and bootstrapping, I think for anyone that has been there, has done that too, there is always the next level of a challenge. There is always the next step that you can take. And if you understand the challenges you have been through and the skills you have developed, then slowly you can also see that in the next level you may need to review everything that you learned in the past, but in a complete new way, from a complete new perspective. And yeah, you have then the opportunity to look at the future in a different way, counting with your skill set, with your strength, with your ability, with your acquired knowledge and wisdom. And that creates a complete new game. First of all, because you can start projects and bootstrap them and care for the vision without depending on a team that agrees with you, that stays or not with you in the good times and in the hard times. Because you know, as an entrepreneur, there are always ups and downs, good times and difficult times, challenging times, and you know that the world around you will change and will challenge you always in unexpected ways. So if you are resilient enough, you can manage those transitions, changes, ambiguity, complexity. Yet, by being free of a team that may or not be with you in those moments, you can plan ahead in a different way. The second important thing is that I didn't depend on investors that will engage me according to their own political views or to their own profit-driven interests. They will not be able to engage me in such a way. I was not an easy buy. I could decide to develop my own bootstrapping strategies and keep my freedom and care for the vision and the purpose I wanted to care for. Certainly, from this perspective, you can negotiate collaboration, partnership, share profit, because I could share profit with people that wanted to collaborate with me, even people that wanted to collaborate financially in venture capital projects. But it will be from a completely different perspective of autonomy, of self-sufficiency, of equality, of collaboration, of cooperation, not of dependency. And certainly when you think about a solopreneur bootstrapper, you also think in terms of developing the business until the business comes into an autopilot stage. It has a sustainable growth and it can go beyond to new stages, but then at certain moments you can include more team members. And when I think about more team members, I'm thinking also about how wonderful it would be to have a team of people that are themselves solopreneurs. And this is where the story starts. When in my ecosystem, we make the choice of transforming all our training programs to empower solopreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs for us to collaborate and work together, creating collective purpose-driven projects and an ecosystem that supports solopreneurship and bootstrapping. And there is an important reason to do this, which I will share with you in a moment. I think the main idea behind futurism, or to invest time and knowledge and tools to create predictions about the future. The best thing about that is that the future is always changing. And the future depends very much on what you do in the present, what you did in the past, and also how you navigate changes and transitions. What I'm saying is, I'm very aware that myself, using MatrixQ tools, MatrixQ quantum vision, predictions, algorithms, I am creating a timeline and expecting certain types, categories of events to happen at specific moments in time in the future. And I have done this prediction for the years 2030, 2050. It's a long journey of many events. And we managed to confirm already some of them, as we did 3 years ago. We got a high rate of percent of accuracy, which for me is impressive. I didn't expect to be that precise with these algorithms, and I have improved the algorithms to be even more precise. Now we are confirming already after the first 3 weeks that some events are really correlated to our prediction. But why is this so important? For the year 2030, 2050, many of the current ongoing transitions will become more and more tangible. You will see that in the following 5 years. Let's say emerging technologies, there is not only artificial intelligence coming into the game. We have transitions in companies due to the appearance of emerging technologies and the change in the game in the market. For human capital, there will be also a powerful change. We need to learn new ways to do things with technology, with human competences, with a new kind of opportunities. The digital realm for business has been also in a permanent transformation. And it's not always about trends, but more about a natural development and growing and learning. What works, what doesn't, and there are always so many changes in between. For example, in the area of marketing. Before COVID-19, some algorithms will work very well. After COVID-19, the same algorithms didn't work anymore. The same data sets were not useful as they were in the past. And in the last few years, we have learned that we need to change faster in terms of how do we plan online marketing, online communication and branding, because everything is changing. And what influences this change are of all of these transitions, not only emerging technologies, but also digital currencies coming into the game globally, circular economy being implemented with policies worldwide, in particular in the European Union. You have also climate change outcomes, even if climate change outcomes as described by United Nations or different governments and organizations are the cause of human actions or solar activity impacting the core of the earth and warming up the planet for that reason. From my perspective, whatever reason is behind climate change is not as relevant as the outcome of climate change. I mean, for the years 80, my father, who was a scientist, a researcher, was collecting some data already of glaciers in South America and identifying some patterns of change and working already in documentation from all around the world. That's about 40 years ago, predicting already a major change in the planet. So if today we're concerned about who is the cause of climate change, it's too late. I think we should be concerned more in terms of how can we manage the outcomes of climate change. There are going to be positive and negative outcomes, and the negative outcomes will impact all of us equally. Now, we have all the transitions and dilemmas, the increased number of refugees, the peace and war tensions all around the world, challenges with water and clean air, challenges in society with traditional or non-traditional views, with the protection of ancient cultures and civilizations, the knowledge and the legacy, challenges in human rights. There are so many transitions, so many things going on in our planet, and for this reason is that I have made a choice in my ecosystem to create a space dedicated to support, empower entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and bootstrapping skills in them, and to empower them in such a way that they are going to be able, in any situation in the future, to manage by themselves, to create resources, create assets, create multiple income streams, and also lead change and collaborate in the location they arrive or they are in any circumstance. Bootstrapper Solopreneur has the ability to leverage the resources that are there accessible and create with them step by step a slow or compound effect process of growth. And if you consider self-sufficiency practices and resilience practices, if you consider an enhanced human consciousness and skill set, multi-dimensional awareness, if you consider powerful tools and techniques that we provide in our ecosystem like fractal time awareness, quantum jumping, and the theories that we are integrating in our organization, as for the multiple worlds theory or the simulation theory, and the knowledge we're using on neuroscience and human awareness, accelerated learning and education. We have today trainings of 20 seconds and coaching sessions of 20 minutes, and we can produce an outcome when our members invest 20 minutes per day, 40 minutes per day, 3 times per week. So we are working into upgrading the human being, the capacities that we have. It's a program of bootstrapping and solopreneurship dedicated to enhance human performance. And this goes beyond to what we have been done before, beyond what I have done or facilitated before. It's the upgrade of 30 years of exploration in holistic systems, mathematics and algorithms, ancient knowledge, and human potential. So this is the story behind, and you will understand now how solopreneurship and bootstrapping become important today. think about the challenges that you need to face, there are many challenges, they're coming, and there is so much to learn, to grow, and progress is an experience of every day. But then what it is there in your heart? What is that question, that space that you can explore and grow? If you listen to that space inside of yourself when you're thinking and feeling about the future, when you're looking at your life, probably like me, you will feel that there is so much to do that can be done, for which you need maybe a new skill set, maybe a new mindset, maybe new body strength, maybe new tools, maybe new experiences, and the time to learn. With all the transitions that we see coming in the world, we know that we will need to upgrade ourselves. Then time is important, our resources are important, and how to prepare ourselves better than to investing in our self-education. So, and this is the reason why I am creating this program, because I believe that self-education is the best path of prevention, to take action now, so that we can create a new foundation to, face the future as it comes in the best way we can, with the best of our abilities and capacity. And whatever future it comes, when you connect to a circle of like-minded individuals that have shared the efforts of the same training, understand from mindset, skill set, and tools what you are trying to achieve, and together believe in their own purpose in themselves and in the power of collective collaboration and consciousness, then you can understand how valuable that community is. For as long as we can share and utilize the internet together, for as long as we can meet in the same place, for as long as we can keep in touch, for as long as we can travel the world with safety, for as long as the economy in our individual house or ecosystem or company allow us to make choices and have freedoms, for as long as we need to grow and create the right conditions for our life, for our family, the people we care for our community, for as long as it takes for us as a community to care for each other, to grow together, to create stable living conditions for all of us together. And this is what motivates me. So this is the reason why the Matrix Q ecosystem has been upgraded to solopreneurship and bootstrapping, because I believe that's the foundation we all need before we start collaboration, to invest in ourselves, in our self-education, and go through a learning process, taking challenges through games, through real challenges that will help us to be ready for whatever it comes. And because it's a gamified system, we are going to be ready faster. But well, for me, it is a pleasure to see the interest in people, and that the first members are already joining us, and that we are building this community. So I decided to share this video with you to share some of my thoughts, some of my feelings for the future, some information that probably will be helpful, but maybe you already know, maybe you already feel too. There is a newsletter I have been publishing in LinkedIn, and will be published also in my website, in a new website that I'm creating for it, and in the Patreon, community too. So you will have access to all of this information. It's about close to 300 articles so far, and it's gonna take a time for me to republish them in all the platforms, but you will have access to them too. And why is this important? Because I've been sharing information that can help you have a new perspective of the future, but also of yourself, what is possible for yourself, right? And I think this is very important, and it's really a powerful opportunity for all of us. When we can grow in these complex times, with ambiguity, with the challenges, when we can grow into these kind of situations, we can also grow in the good times and even more. So it has been that way my journey, and it has been also the journey of worldwide known solopreneurs and bootstrappers. And solopreneurship and bootstrapping is just the first step. The next step is innovation and creating new solutions. And the next step is to engage into self-sufficiency and resilience, creating centers, co-living, co-working spaces for us to enjoy from our capacity and knowledge to terraform, to recreate a space, a living space, a working space, a land, a property that can serve for sustainable living, for quality of life, for a quality of human connection, and create a nurturing space and time and experiences that will help us thrive. And I think this is something where we all would like to invest. And that's why I would like to invite you again to join us in these programs for Solopreneur Bootstrappers, because the programs include 2 challenges. The first bonus challenge is for you to join the program to learn how to design, terraform, and develop a self-sufficient and resilient project. It could be a house, could be a villa, could be a co-working space, co-living space, a community. And the second challenge is about innovation, how using the metrics, the tools and knowledge, your experience, your creativity, how can we address opportunities, time-sensitive opportunities, challenges, to create value in society, create value in nature, create value for future generations. And all of this will happen because you have achieved a necessary level of mastery of solopreneurship and bootstrapping. From that ground, your capacity to collaborate with others, to develop projects, to take responsibility and ownership of the future will be completely different. And this is my message for you. You will need this. So please join us. In this moment, the Matrix Skill Research Institute, my foundation, has created a new funding program to subsidize the membership for these 2 years process of self-education for solopreneurship and bootstrapping, and you can profit from that now. So please take the call, schedule an interview with me. I will be so glad to introduce you to the whole system, to how it works, give you some experiences that will help you understand the value of the content and the accelerated learning program that we provide, the tools that we use, so that you can make a conscious choice and join our community celebrating the opportunity. And I have no more to say now, but to say thank you and be grateful for the new members that are joining us this week, and for the new members that will join us in the following weeks, that we will have a great adventure together.